We love talking basketball this time of year. We mentioned the Fever play tomorrow night. Rob's in for Angela tonight. So is it going to be raining as fans are heading into Gainbridge Fieldhouse?
Yeah, good news and bad news. Yes, I think it will be raining, but it may be the last chance for rain that we do have as we look to the next several days or so. Let's look at that forecast. Scattered shower chances. We do expect temperatures to be near 70 degrees and cooling down. It's going to be a little bit breezy because this is the front that's going to move in, that's going to change things up just in time for the weekend. In the meantime, it's raining right now for some of you, especially farther to the south or watching some of those showers continue to move through. I expect more of these showers during the overnight. We'll keep that in play. Most of this chance is south of Indianapolis, maybe closer to Louisville or Cincinnati by early morning. Temperatures into the 50s. Now, looking ahead to tomorrow, that carries that rain forecast through the early morning, then a break, maybe seeing a few peaks of sunshine, but that may give us a chance for a few scattered showers, and then the front arrives sometime into the evening. Not expecting severe weather, but it will certainly usher in a new air mass just in time for the weekend. I'll have that part of the forecast coming up.
All right, see you in a few minutes, Rob. Thanks so much. Tonight at 11, we've seen the final investigative report into those allegations of harassment against a member of Mayor Hogsett's administration and campaign. Our Logan Gay read that report tonight and shares the findings and what this means going forward.
After interviewing 12 people and combing through more than 1,000 documents, the law firm Fisher Phillips found Mayor Hogsett and his administration legally compliant in handling the harassment allegations, but also concluded Thomas Cook repeatedly violated the city county's non-fraternization policy before he was ultimately let go.
What is clear from a matter of policy and good management is that Mr. Cook should have been fired well before he left the enterprise. There is no avoiding this conclusion, and not doing so was a clear lack of judgment.
The law firm also mentioned they were never able to reach Cook for an interview during the investigation.
I wish I could say I was shocked by what we found, but I'm not that shocked that we didn't really hear anything from this. I went into this very skeptical that we would actually get anything done, and I wish we could have had a better outcome for the survivors.
Even though this is the final report for the investigation, the members of the committee say the true work begins now as they review the document and hope to make future policy changes.
When it comes to city government and city employees, protecting people and making sure we have a safe work environment is absolutely critical.
The final report's recommendations include establishing an independent HR board, appointing an inspector general to investigate possible city-county policy violations, and updating all anti-harassment training and reporting systems.
I just want to emphasize the need for a true independent HR system and process.
Mayor Hogsett responded to tonight's final report, saying he will work with the City County Council to create a safer, better workplace for everyone. In Indianapolis, Logan Gay, 13 News.
The city of Indianapolis, by the way, is requesting an additional $300,000 to cover the final costs of the law firm's investigation. The council is expected to vote on that in June. Tonight, one person is under arrest connected to that series of fires that we had at apartments in Greenwood today. Those 911 calls began coming in during a 34-minute period this morning. All three apartment complexes are within a 1-mile radius. The first fire reported at 8:01 a.m., the second fire at 8:25, and then a third fire at 8:33. Thankfully, no one was hurt today, but certainly a scary situation for the people who live inside these apartments. Those fires mostly contained to common areas.
Yeah, so we had to get everybody out the house immediately.
It was just pretty scary. Everything was just scary.
Police arrested a 50-year-old suspect who tonight is accused of intentionally setting those apartment fires. Tonight he's facing preliminary charges of arson. Here's a look at the other stories making headlines tonight. A judge is now rejecting a plea agreement for a former Avon chiropractor. Rock Bird had reached a deal, admitting to 4 counts of sexual battery. Several women accused Bird of touching them inappropriately during appointments. Bird was set to be sentenced today, but now he's due back in court next month. Tonight, the man accused in the death of a 1-year-old girl is no longer charged with murder. Investigators found Oakley Snow's body inside of a dresser in an abandoned home in Morgan County. Rowan Waters is now pleading guilty to 3 neglect charges. He and the girl's mom, Madison Marshall, are now scheduled to be sentenced in June. The Veterans Affairs Secretary made a stop here in Indianapolis. Doug Collins is touring VA facilities across the country. Collins says one focus for him on the job is having his department more involved in helping people transition from active duty to veteran status. He also tells 13 News the VA is making progress on a backlog of disability claims. Tonight, leaders at IU are now recommending a tuition freeze for in-state undergraduate students. They say they want those costs to remain the same for the next 2 years. The university's Board of Trustees is now expected to consider that proposal next month. Purdue trustees recently signed off on a 14th consecutive tuition freeze. There's a new resource tonight for Indianapolis families on the southwest side. Gleaners just opened up a center where people can get all kinds of things, including clothing, legal services, and health care. The Gleaner CEO told us looming federal cuts will only increase the need for facilities like this. Remember, you can find all of our latest local stories anytime on our 13 News app.